Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. It is another beautiful day here in Anchorage. The sun is shining. The nephews have had the most amazing weather this entire trip. It has been sunny, 70, beautiful for the entire trip. We're starting our day today up here at Flat Top. Flat Top Mountain is one of the most popular hikes to do in this area. In fact, this whole area around here is called the Glen Alps area. There's a ton of trails, ton of hikes, beautiful, beautiful view of the city. Actually, you can see Denali out right now. You can see Mount Foraker out right now. It is, you guys, it's stunning. Let me show you. So right here is Flat Top, and there are trails all up Flat Top. It's, again, super popular to hike, lots and lots of places to go. I'll show you a little bit later when I get a little higher. There's a trail all down in there called Powerline. You can hike all of these mountain passes back there. And then as we turn this way, you can see the city of Anchorage laid out down below us. But where we're going is up here to this overlook. You can see Sherri and the nephews up there. So let's get a little bit higher and show you guys the views. Also, I am so happy. I love being out here. I love the fresh air. I love the sunshine. I love the blue skies. I love the mountains. I love that I get to live here. So we're up here at the overlook now, a little bit windy. You can see Sleeping Lady spread out across the inlet there. You can see Anchorage International Airport is right down there. Downtown Anchorage is right over here. And I hope you guys can see the mountains right back over here. Denali is on the right, Foraker is on the left. Tobin's running around, jumping on all the rocks, no surprise. Ian's over here, Sherri's there. Up here at the top of the overlook area, you can see they have the compass there on the ground, and this is kind of fun. They have different things around here. So this is Mount McKinley, which is known as Denali, 20,000 feet. It's 143 miles away. Mount Susitna, Sleeping Lady that I pointed out, 4,300 feet. It is 43 miles away. Volcano, and so all around they have different elevations and the distance the mountains are from here. What do you think, Tobin? Pretty cool. So this is kind of the backside of the overlook area. You can see another small parking lot down here, and actually off the parking lot there's a couple trails. One that goes that way, one that goes back over this way, but basically this entire valley you can just hike. There's lots and lots of trails. There's a ton of blueberry bushes all in here. This is a really popular area to come berry picking in the fall. But look how amazing this is. I love that this is so accessible. Walking along the trail, heading back to the Jeep, and Tobin was just like, what's that? It's like, well, friends, that is moose poop. Basically, it's just like bark, because moose eat a lot of trees, so it's kind of like wood mulch. In fact, there's some gift shops in town that you'll see make like earrings out of it and different things out of moose poop. So people make stuff out of moose poop. We are gonna leave it right there though. Call me old-fashioned, not a huge fan of making things out of any poop. I just feel like that it's a line it crosses that I try to avoid. So lunch today is gonna be at Arctic Roadrunner. If you watch our vlogs, you know we were actually here recently with Jessica, Violet, and Landon. Now we're here with Sherri and the nephews. So we just sat down outside. We got our food there.
Right out
Don't
here.
jump in the water.
You should not jump in the water. And one of the best things about Arctic Roadrunner is that it's right here along Campbell Creek. And so, what a perfect setting. There's our table, there's the water. Hopefully, Tobin doesn't fall in and float away. If he does, I'll go in and get him after I finish my sandwich. Food is here. Sherri got a, what'd you get? A Western cheeseburger? Western bacon cheeseburger? Onion rings. I got the smoked turkey sandwich, of course, with onion rings as well. Ian got a burger with
Onions and ketchup.
okay. Tobin got a burger with bacon and lettuce. And actually, they originally made it with cheese. And so I was like, uh-oh, can't have cheese on there. So they remade it, and they were like, well, you guys can just keep this burger. So we got another burger for free. So we finished all of our food. The only thing we have left is, oh gosh, is the burger that we had. It was extra. So gonna take that with us. Back home from lunch. Lunch was delicious. Sherri, Beth, what did you think?
I love Arctic Roadrunner.
Arctic Roadrunner is always good, uniquely Alaskan. It's so fun, especially on a nice day to sit outside, like by the creek, after going up to Flat Top and then getting to go there. It was just, what a perfect morning, like here in Anchorage. So we're back home. Sherri's got a little bit of work to do. I've got a little bit of work to do. And then we're actually gonna record a podcast with our nephews. Been toying with the idea on what to do with them and kind of came up with this idea. So there are things that they, as with most 10-year-olds and 15-year-olds, are passionate about, right? And so we kind of gave them a list and said, okay, we're old. We are your old aunt and uncle. Help us understand the ways of today's youths, the two youths. And so we said, pick something that you are passionate about, something that you care about, something you're interested in and you enjoy. And you have 15 minutes to tell us all about it. And so we're gonna record that. We're gonna do it separately with each of them. And so our nephew Tobin is going to tell us all about Pokemon. Super excited. And then our 15-year-old Ian is going to tell us all about Minecraft. So that podcast will be coming up in a future week over in the LeggLife podcast. If you guys don't know, we actually have a podcast since January that has been doing like amazing, and we love it so much. Like, it's one of our favorite creative outlets. In fact, maybe our favorite creative outlet. So you can listen to it on Apple, you can listen to it on Spotify. Just search LeggLife Podcast on Google, on lots of other podcasting platforms. And in a coming week, you'll get to hear our interview, our podcast with our nephews as they teach us all about Pokemon and all about Minecraft. But for now, Sherri and I have a little bit of work to do. So Sherri was having a little bit of a craft night with Ian and Tobin. They actually did some stuff last night. You can see some of it still set up on the table here. Let me show you some of the stuff they made. I think these are awesome. Tobin wanted Ant-Man ears. You guys, those are so fun. They made those. Also, made an I Am Groot mask. Love it. And then one of the little pouches. Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and Pokemon on one pouch. Craft night with Aunt Sherri was a success. And cut to a couple days later, didn't pick up the camera at all yesterday. Sorry, friends. Yesterday ended up being a crazy, crazy day. I do want to tell you one story though. So I was out all day with meetings. It was like one of those morning till evening meetings. Also, you know, before we get started, I'm gonna have a moment of honesty with you guys because this is the world we live in. Up top, I had Zoom calls all morning. Zoom calls looks great. Look what I'm wearing on the bottom. 100% like swim trunk shorts. Nice shirt for Zoom, swim trunk shorts. So if you're watching this and you were on a Zoom call with me today and you saw me looking like this, you know I was wearing shorts. What a weird world we live in where you only have to look presentable from the waist up. Sorry, I digress. Back to yesterday. It was just like, it was a crazy day and like honestly, kind of a really heavy day for me work-wise. Just heavy. I'll just leave it at that. Just heavy. Sherri spent most of the day with the boys. She had a little bit of work to do, but she did some stuff with the boys. But what I want to tell you guys, some of you will love this. Many of you will remember our moose, Jeremy, right? Jeremy the moose that plopped itself outside our front door this last winter. I live streamed it. So many of you guys just fell in love with Jeremy. Well, coming back from the bookstore yesterday, Sherri and the nephews pull in and there is, well, this is what they saw. A mama moose with a new baby just right there. That is literally right next to our carport. That is, I don't know, 10 feet from our front door. So another fun moose encounter right outside our front door. That I think was the highlight of the day yesterday, without a doubt. But today's actually the boys' last day with us, last full day. We take them to the airport tomorrow at like 5 a.m. Super early. And so this morning we spent getting all of their clothes washed, their suitcases like packed, clothes folded, just kind of getting them ready for a travel day tomorrow. Tonight's gonna be shower night. We're gonna send them off with clean clothes and clean bodies and alive. And those are the three things as an aunt and uncle, I think that is success. But what we decided to do for dinner tonight, each of the boys have like a favorite meal. Tobin, 10-year-old, loves sushi. He is after Sherri's own heart, clearly. Ian, the 15-year-old, loves Subway. Also, look, there's Sherri. Sherri, say hi. Oh, there's Sherri. Ian loves Subway, which we've already had twice this trip. And so we thought, you know what, on their last night with us, our favorite sushi restaurant is actually right next to a Subway. So let's let them each get the thing they want most. We'll bring it back here, have dinner together as a family before what will be an early night because we have a very early morning. So tonight is gonna be sushi and Subway. Combination, I don't think that often happens. Also want to show you guys outside. It is raining and cloudy. For the first time, the boys have been here. Like the entire week has been sunny and beautiful and amazing. And we woke up today and we're like, it feels a little cooler. Looked outside, we're actually getting a little bit of rain, some much needed rain, so we're not gonna complain, but we kind of got used to the sun. So dinner's here, we have a pretty varied assortment here. Ian got his Subway. I decided also to go with Subway. Sherri and Tobin both got sushi. I think they each got a dragon roll. And then, I don't remember what Sherri got here, but a couple dragon rolls, lots of eel on the table, and lots of Subway. All right, so we have a very special moment happening right here. We haven't actually talked about this in our vlog before. This book that Ian is signing is our guest room guest book. We actually started the guest book when we used to rent out our guest room on Airbnb. We had visitors from all over the world stay with us, and Sherri and I absolutely loved getting to hear their stories and like get to know them. And it's the kind of thing that we just have always kept in our guest room. And so Airbnb guests have signed it, Kelly and Caleb have signed it, Auburn has signed it, and now the nephews, since they were guests here in our home, get to sign it as well. We thought that the way that we would end this is by asking our nephews how their trip to Alaska's been, what their favorite part of the trip has been, other than hanging out with me, obviously, right? So we're gonna just ask them how the trip has gone. We're gonna start with the 10-year-old Tobin, who is hanging out with Missy, clearly. Tobin, you've been in Alaska for almost a week.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite thing that we've done?
Might have been going to the bookstore, even though I wasn't able to get the book I wanted to, because it's a little too violent.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. But it was still like tons of fun to see all the books and stuff, because I love reading.
And you got to see a moose that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Oh
almost
my,
got
that
ran
was-
over by a moose.
You did almost get run over by a moose. Okay, are you glad you came to Alaska?
Yes.
Good. Okay, Ian, same question to you. What was your favorite part of the last week?
That's really tricky. Could I just rattle off a few?
Let's hear it, yeah.
Sure. I think it was Saturday when we drove down to Seward.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we were able to just have an amazing time. You know, even though it was a long car ride, part of it was napping, a lot of it was just fun times. We got to see some bears.
Yeah.
And then we got to see some cool things in the at the what's it called?
The Sea Life Center? Oh, yeah. Yep.
Museum, and Tobin and Uncle Adam got to pet some fish while Aunt Sherri and I sat on a bench.
Yep.
Right? Yep.
Because, you know,
We got the better end of that deal. We got to sit on the
Yeah.
bench and they had to go pet the girls' fish.
Yeah.
It's not had to.
Got to. We got to.
I think another highlight was just hang out with Missy. Just put the camera back in Missy.
Yeah, look at her.
Hello.
She looked up at
Normie
the
that I'm
camera.
playing Switch.
And some other things that I enjoyed was just generally hanging around the house. It's extremely cozy, and we also got to build multiple Lego sets, like the Great Hall up there.
We did.
I also built the
Train station downstairs.
the train station and the Diagon Alley.
Yeah, 4 Lego sets this week. Is that right?
Yeah, that
Dang.
it was.
Uncle Adam and I had to do a crappy.
A football helmet. It was the worst Lego set
Yes.
ever. It was the worst, I agree.
I gave it 0 stars.
Ian, are you glad you came to Alaska?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna vlog a little bit in the morning. We have to be to the airport like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to remember to bring the camera with us. So that is probably the last you'll get to see of the nephews until the airport in the morning, if we remember to vlog.
I mean, it's gonna be early, and I don't form sentences that early.
You guys, I know that I'm like a junior high boy, but the whole time the nephews have been here, I've wanted to do this because they're downstairs using our Apple TV in Tobin's room, and every time they use the Apple TV, the keyboard pops up on our phone, and I've never been able to catch it. So it popped up on my phone, and anything I enter on the Apple keyboard shows up on the TV that they're trying to use to like watch shows and play video games. And so like I finally caught it, and like the junior high boy I am, I just started typing the word poop like 50 times, and you could hear them downstairs like, what is happening? Why does it keep saying poop? I'm not even touching it, just keep saying poop. And then I started typing like fart, and Tobin was like, look, now it says fart. And they're just like giggling and laughing, and they have no clue that like I'm upstairs controlling the remote. Oh, dang it. Oh, I missed it, it just did it. Just like making it say poop and fart the whole time. I'm 41 and I don't even care. It's hilarious. And like listening to them downstairs just like giggle and laugh was so funny. Well, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I expected to come downstairs and have to wake these guys up, but they're already like up and going and like...
Slept for like an hour.
Slept for an hour. Look, he already has his bag packed. And over here, I thought for sure this morning was gonna be like a battle to wake up. And I was like leaving our bedroom, just getting up. And Tobin comes bounding up the stairs, like already dressed, ready to go, stuff packed. Amazing. Good morning, Sherri Beth. Sherri, they are wide awake.
How?
I don't know how. I'm so confused. Like, Tobin's already packed.
I don't understand.
What?
I'm like barely functioning.
I know.
It's fine.
It's so funny because Sherri and I are just like dead to the world. Like, we are just like, and they're just like, happy day, good morning, it's a wonderful, the sun's out, so I'm out. And I'm just like, stop. Why? Kids, man. Also, can we talk about like Missy? Missy, you just look like disheveled and confused. Like, look at that face, just like, what's going on?
Why is it so early?
This is what she's like. She's like, guys, why are we awake so early?
I'm not okay with this.
Look, you're like sitting on like your non-existent cat butt cheeks. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, haunches. She's like, hey, what if we laid back down and went to sleep for another several hours? Also, she's like, you touched me and I have to clean myself. Yeah. That's rude, Missy. So I want to show you guys what the sky looks like at 4:30 in the morning. There are like birds chirping. This is the sky. It's kind of ridiculous, you guys. It doesn't get a whole lot darker than this time of year. This is kind of as dark as it gets. One of the nice things though, it's always light enough to vlog outside. So that is the upside of being a YouTuber in Alaska. In the summer, you can step outside and there's always light to vlog. So the boys have been dropped off, their plane has left.
We kept them alive?
We kept them alive, and ultimately that really is the goal. Like, honestly, everything else is just a bonus.
Right.
Right? If you had fun, bonus. If they like mostly bathed and were clean, bonus. The biggest thing is like just keep them alive.
Right.
Which we did.
Which we did.
We were able to keep them alive from airport to airport.
Yep.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So, fun trip. It's like 7 a.m. now. Their plane just left. We are exhausted.
Yes, neither one of us slept at all last night.
No, it was really nice though, because we're Alaska Airlines lounge members. We were able to take them to the airport lounge, and because we're allowed in like 2 guests with us, and so we went through security and we went to the lounge and we were able to get them like pancakes and muffins and bagels, and
made everything happier because they were all everybody's tired. They didn't get a lot of sleep last night either, and so everybody's tired. Tensions are heightened. Yep. Things are falling apart.
Totally, and so
got some pancakes and they're like, oh, we're good now.
Yep, got pancakes and juice and coffee and everything, and so parenting pro tip, because clearly we're expert parents after 1 week. Y'all pay that money for the airport lounge because it was a game, it was a game saver.
It was like 180-degree turn.
Game changer, game saver, game changer. It's early, give me a break. But like being able to just like go in there, grab some pancakes, grab some food, grab some juice, get some coffee, just like sit down in a peaceful place for like a few minutes before a flight. That saved the morning. Yes, it did. It was awesome. So, so glad for our Alaska Lounge membership this morning. And now we're gonna go home, and it would be nice to go back to sleep. Realistically, we both have work to do. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Did we want to talk to them about the process? Oh yeah, you guys, we did want to talk about this because we've never done like an unaccompanied child situation before, right? Obviously. And so we thought we would tell you how it worked with Alaska Airlines on this trip, because maybe it would be helpful to some of you. Yeah. So we'll talk about the experiences that we had. So when we picked them up at the airport here in Anchorage, we had to go to the check-in counter. Yep. And just tell them we're here to pick up our nephews, our unaccompanied minors, and then they got our IDs and kind of verified that we are who we say we are. Yep, and we had 2 options. They kind of gave us 2 options. We could go through security and meet them at the gate, but the guy said that at the time, TSA was really backed up. And so he said, so what I kind of encourage you to do is actually not go through security, but wait right here. They had like these benches next to the ticket counter, and they were like, and we'll bring them out these doors right here. Right, because he said that he didn't think that we'd get to the gate. Because we had to go through security. He said he didn't think we'd get to the gate in time. Yep. For the boys to get off the plane. So. Yep. So we just waited for them, and they did. They brought them right to us. Yep. which is amazing.
Yeah.
And so today, when we took them, now remember, their parents did a lot more paperwork, I'm sure, on their end. But as far as us, taking them to the airport this morning, we got here and you had to fill out a form.
Yep, we went to the checkout counter again. And they had just a form for minors. And so I just had to put my name and my phone number, and then Tobin's name and birth date. And I think that was kind of it, and just kind of initial saying that we would wait until they boarded. And then I had to put Lisa's, my sister's name and phone number for whoever was picking them up. So the guardian putting them on the plane, and then the guardian or whoever picking them up. So they needed both of those. And that was it. Like, I just filled out the form, and then they just verified the flights with the boys. And
yeah, they asked the boys a couple security questions, actually at 3 different places, which I thought was cool. So when we first checked them in at the ticket counter, they asked each of them kind of, what's your birthday, like who are Lisa and Eric, that kind of stuff. And it was funny because, like, every time they were asked questions, like, I have a little bit of anxiety, like, now's not the time for jokes, boys. like now's, now's not the time to be like, I don't know who these people are. It's like, no, right? And so... But they didn't. They were great. Questions. And so then going through TSA, they printed off Sherri and I like a security pass, so we were able to go through TSA with them. And then again, at TSA, kind of the same thing. They asked them a couple security questions, like, what's your birthday? How old are you? And then when we got to the gate, after we went to the Alaska Lounge, when we got to the gate, I say Alaska had it together. Like, we got to the gate and we had like this, they give you kind of this like neon green unaccompanied minor, basically like folder that has all of their information in it and on it. And then Tobin had like a lanyard, bright green, and a wristband. And so we walked up to the gate counter, and the lady there saw we had that. She's like, here you go, I'll take it. I'm the gate agent. And she kind of told us exactly what was going to happen. Like, we will pre-board them, so before we start boarding, I'll catch your eye and we'll just get them boarded first. And I was like, okay. And she did. Like, she kind of waved us over. They were the first 2 on the plane. She was so nice to them. And honestly, the process was really simple. It was really easy, So and then we just waited at the gate until the plane actually left. And then Sherri, who was the gate agent, came out and was like, all right, the plane's gone, you guys are good to go. And it was just, I don't know, it was just really a good process. So Alaska Airlines, who you guys know we love, I thought they killed it. They did a great job. So I don't know, maybe that's helpful to some of you. It was the kind of situation that we had never done before. I was a little bit nervous. Yeah, so was I. Because like, I'm like, well, I hope they have what they need. Like, I don't know. And so everything was really, really good. Like, I even called Alaska Airlines last night. And I was like, okay, question, like, how does this work? And so it was great. So that's how it worked. But 7 a.m., we're gonna go home and get our day started, even though we would still normally be sleeping. For sure, We may stop for another coffee first, though. Well, maybe. Back home, making some progress on stuff. We got this room all vacuumed. We got trash taken out. I'll probably set the table back up so we can start using it as a studio again. And then in here, we have all the linen stripped. I've got laundry going, so probably one more load of laundry, and then we can remake this bed and get it all ready for Auburn to get here in less than a week. Speaking of Auburn, we're super excited to have her here. Sherri and I have been talking all morning and for several days, just about how amazing it was to have her here so much last year, and how excited we are to have her come back. So we're gonna kind of get the room turned over, get things cleaned. Fortunately, we did a ton of cleaning and organizing, as you guys saw, before the boys got here. And so it kind of feels easy. We don't feel like we have a ton of stuff to do, which is honestly pretty nice. But you guys, I do want to give you one update on something that just happened that is kind of a big deal. Sherri Beth? Yeah. Today is what day? Injection day. Injection day. So, because of your diagnosis, you have injections now monthly. All of your injections have either been done by you or Desi. Yes. Who just did this injection? You did. Oh my gosh, you guys. He did it. Because I had to do it in the back of my arm this time. And I can't reach the back of my arm. So he did it. I had to hold his hand. But he did it. She 100% had to hold my hand. I don't know. I hate causing people harm. And I know that by hurting her makes her better, which is a weird thing to say, but like these injections make her better. I'm just not like a big fan of needles. And then like there's the pain. And I don't know. I'm just like, it would be great if I never had to do that. But I know it makes Sherri better. And so I did it. I'm honestly kind of proud of myself.
I'm very proud of you.
I sent Desi a Marco Polo and told her that basically I'm a nurse at this point. So her and I, same. Sherri, I do want to ask you a health question.
Okay.
This injection actually is the first one with you having gone an entire month.
Yes.
All of the other injections have been every other week.
Yes.
So 1 month is kind of your like maintenance phase forever.
Yes.
How are you feeling having gone a month?
Not bad.
Okay.
Right about the 2-week mark, I got some like psoriasis here on my face that has not really gone away, which is sort of a bummer, but I'm hoping with this injection it will.
Yep.
But otherwise, like, I've just sort of maintained where I was. The spots that I have left are not gone, but they didn't get worse in the extra 2 weeks that they had.
You were, well, we both were actually kind of concerned about these extra 2 weeks.
Yes.
Was it about what you expected, better than you expected, worse than you expected?
It was better than I expected because nothing really got worse. Like I said, this kind of showed up, but I think that was because I was pouring salt water on my face.
Because of the nose ring.
Today because of the nose ring,
Yep.
so I actually stopped doing that.
And it's gotten a ton better since you stopped.
And it's gotten better since I stopped doing that. So I think it was just kind of a reaction to the salt on my skin all the time, the saline. But otherwise, like, none of my other spots got worse. They didn't really get better, but they didn't get worse.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
So there's the Sherri health update. Injection for this month is done. Next injection will be in July. So good progress. And I did it. I'm so proud of you guys. But I think that's where I'm gonna end the vlog. A little bit of a random vlog. I know everything from flat top and Arctic Roadrunner to early morning airport runs, and then explaining kind of how the unaccompanied minor thing, health updates, laundry, just wow. This one was a random vlog. But friends, we love you guys, and that's just kind of how life is, right? That's how life is sometimes. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our community. Thanks for following along on our nephew's adventure as they visited Alaska. We had such a good time with them. It's the kind of trip that, like, again, we made memories that we will have for the rest of our lives, and that, I think, is the goal. So friends, thanks for watching. We love you, and we will see you guys on the next LeggLife video.